Hey guys, happy Monday. We're back. I missed you guys over the weekend. I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. Here I am. My name's Raul. Thank you guys for joining me on my Facebook page. Want to find out a little bit more about what I do? Go ahead and visit my website, www.winwiththecoach.com. I also have a YouTube channel where I put all of my live materials so you can follow all of my videos there. I have my business page, I have my Instagram, I have my LinkedIn. I have just started my Google business page as well. And I have a Facebook group where I can add you with tons of great information on wealth education, wealth management, credit, and all that good stuff. So, thank you guys for joining me today. Like I said, my name is Raul. And if you guys read the header, we're going to be talking about something very exciting, which I'm excited about, right? It's going to be why people don't, what are the excuses people give you when they don't want to join your network marketing business, right? So let me just share this real quick. What are some of the reasons? I'm gonna share it to some chats real quick. What did you guys do this weekend? How was everything? I know it was a little bit of mixed emotions this weekend because I know that Vicente Fernandez died. Rest in peace. I know that was not easy for most of us, for many people, right? Especially for our Mexican people and people who have all these years just completely lived off his music, love his music, live on his music, right? And also was a celebration de la Virgen de Guadalupe too. So I know it was mixed emotions, right? Yesterday was mixed emotions. My wife and I were able to go to an event. We were at a vendor event with different people, entrepreneurs and business people, and we were able to promote my wife's business, right? Make them a skincare, and I was able to talk to people about their credit, financial education, wealth education. Anyways, that was yesterday. So again, I hope you guys are holding up good. I hope you guys are ready and excited for this week. So let me give you guys a little bit. There's gonna be two reasons why people are not gonna join your network marketing business. Okay, two reasons. There's always that one person that is already. I'm not saying they're not gonna join your company if they're already working a company, but I'm talking about people that don't do network marketing, that don't have one business from home, that don't do any of that, right? Maybe it's their first time they heard about it. Maybe it's not their first time, but this is specifically to those people, right? So there's two reasons why they're not going to join. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the excuses that we hear more often. And I'm going to give you my 2 cents on that. But let me tell you guys two things. One, it's going to be because they have limited beliefs about themselves. All right. And I know that's hard to hear, but here's how some of these excuses relate to that limited beliefs about themselves. They have a blockage or a limited belief about themselves. That's why they don't see themselves joining or succeeding with a network marketing business. Second is they have a limited belief or a blockage with or about network marketing, right? They heard something about it, they're not sure about it, there's a limited belief in it, right? Or a blockage that's stopping them from doing that. Maybe they would like to do something else, a different business, something that, something they feel more comfortable with according to what they know. But most people don't know. It's our job, again, guys, it's our job to educate people. It's our job to teach people, share with people, and educate them, right? And help them be aware of what's going on. One thing you're gonna hear from me a lot is I don't care what business you start, I don't care what it is that you do, but you need to start thinking about your future, and you need to invest in yourself, and you need to focus on growing yourself and also becoming your own brand and your own business person. That's important to do. If you have a passion, something you love, I really suggest that you look into how you can monetize that. You can't just depend on a job. COVID taught us that, right? You can't just depend on one income. You need to have multiple streams. You need to have plan B or C. Okay. I also believe that you should save a part of your money and that you should also invest a part of your money, right? So that managing that aspect is super important. So of course I'm gonna advise everybody, you know what? Find your passion, find what you love, learn something new, add value to yourself, start a business, right? Start a business. So let's go into the excuses. And then at the end, I'll remind you guys of where these excuses come from. So Um, this is a funny one. Why do I have to pay? So people tell you, why do I have to pay to join a business? There's some businesses that you can enter for free. There's some businesses that you have to pay a small amount, and some businesses where you have to pay a larger amount. But think about it this way: if you're starting your own business, right? There's so many different things you have to pay, right? If we're talking about brick and mortar, renting a place, a building to have your office space or your business, you need to pay rent. You're gonna have to pay bills, taxes, permits, right? If something's not up to code, there's different licenses and things that you're gonna need. There's also gonna need to pay employees, right? You're gonna need to, invest in making that place your business, right? So you're gonna need a lot of capital. Business usually takes an investment. There could be an investment of time, an investment of money, an investment of different sources, right? So why do you have to pay? You're always going to have to pay for something to get something back. When you go to work, you pay your time and your physical strength and your concentration and your skills. You are putting those skills there on the table in order to get money back. How did you learn those skills? You went to school. You probably paid for school. So you know what I mean? Like there's always an investment in our part. If it is money, if it's not money, it's going to be time and love and care and dedication. So that's super important to remember. Why do you have to pay? I mean, you have to pay uh, to start a business, right? Okay, I have no time. This one's really good. This one's really popular, right? People work a job, and then there's a couple of things. One, I think that exactly the fact that you don't have time to potentially invest in yourself enough to give yourself an opportunity to start a business that can change your life forever, that already tells me that there is a problem. And jobs are a problem, right? Someone has to do them, sure, but it's not my job to judge if you should be an employee for the rest of your life. But if you don't have time for that, right? Let's say you don't have time for a business that you can start for your own, you're gonna work for someone else forever. And we all know that the story of working 40 hours a week for 40 years doesn't really pay out in the end, especially the way that things are going. Technology, everything is a lot of things are becoming irrelevant, right? A lot of things are going to be changing little by little. So starting your business is something super important for you to do now. So you need to find out how to make time to work your business an hour or two a day. You start part-time, and that can become a full-time endeavor eventually, in which will give you a great amount of income, which you will never be able to reach with your job or two jobs or working overtime. That's super important for you to remember that if having no time is your excuse, the problem is within you, because you need to manage time in order to give you time for those things that are important. Is it not being your own boss, building your own business, fulfilling your dreams, achieving your goals, doing something better for yourself, having a plan B or plan C for your security, for your financial security? Isn't that more important than isn't that important enough for you to make time? What do you have to give up, or what do you have to switch? What do you have to do in order to make time, right? That's something that's super important. So if you don't have time for your business, for yourself, then you need to manage your time better. Okay, you can work the learning aspect, right? There's a lot of learning that's involved in our business. Well, guess what? When you're driving to work and when you're driving back home, that's a time for you to listen to teachings, trainings, audios, things that are going to help your business grow. When you get home, you spend time with the family, you eat, you rest, but you also have time for you to be able to work your network marketing. If you set yourself a schedule that I'm going to work for 1 hour or 2 hours a day, because that's what I can do. On my days off, I'm going to work a couple of hours more, but you have a set schedule. That's going to help you build your network marketing business while working a full-time job. Now, as this network marketing business starts to take off and your income starts getting replaced little by little by this you know side hustle, then you leave your job and you dedicate yourself full time. But I know for sure that people are scared to make the changes, scared to make the move, and scared to believe in themselves, scared to have patience to build wealth. But think of it this way: you working for the rest of your life, it's not gonna ever make you rich. But you working hard for the next 10 years on working the more full time job and then the part time hustle, and vice versa, then like in 10 years, if I can tell you that you can completely change your life and you can start making just absurd amounts of money, like so many other people have done and do, right? So that's something to think about. Same thing when they tell you, well, I go to school. I work full time and I go to school. What I have told you guys about the biggest debt that we have in our country is student loans. Okay? Student loans have skyrocketed into the trillions, part of our debt in the country. Now, the salaries that students make have gone down over time. So we have here something that does not make sense. Sometimes school or education doesn't pay off what it is. This is part of your basic American dream, or your basic thing that your parents and your teachers instill in you. Go to school, get good grades, go to college, graduate, be a professional. But so many people are not finding their identity, are not happy, are not finding what they love to do. So they stop, or they quit on themselves, or they're miserable with their job because they did it for different reasons, not for the reasons that not for good reasons. They did it for someone else. So they need to make sure that you're happy learning and studying and growing in the field that you want to be in. What's your reason for being there? Some people are just convinced and they know that's their goal, that's their mission. And those are the people that succeed, but they're happy doing what they do. But other people, they get a career or they get a job because that's what was given to them, or that's what their parents told them to do, but they haven't found themselves yet, so they're not so happy. And isn't happiness like the most important thing in life? So you can earn a living, you can go to school and be happy at the same time, but you need to marry your cause with who you are. So that's another thing. If you go to school full time or part time, you go to work part time, you can always have a hustle for an hour or two a day. The whole point of the hustle, guys, is for you to build some income on the side. It can be like, let me set a goal. I want $500 extra a month, right? You want $500 a month extra. We can tell you and show you and teach you. Like, there's a system. This is the compensation. If you want to make $500, this is what you need to do. Fine. Now you have a clear goal. Try to achieve that in an hour or two a day, right? And that can change your lives 10 years from now. So same thing if you go to school full time, if you have no time, if you work full time. I work full time and I work a network marketing business. Okay? It's a pyramid scheme. I don't know if you guys saw my live a couple of days ago. That's another excuse. Is this a pyramid scheme? Right? It's a common question. But like I was telling somebody today, I'm like, hey, your job is a pyramid scheme. I'm your boss. And above me, someone else is my boss. And above me, someone else is the boss. And above them, someone else is the boss. So you have your chairman of the board, your board of directors, board of investors, the owner, and then on the bottom you have the CEO, CFO, senior management team, and then you have your managers out on the field, and then you have your employees. Let's just say an example. So that to me is a pyramid. The only difference is that the people and the employees, what are the chances of them ever getting to the top? Very slim. Now in network marketing, if you want to look at it as a pyramid, this person on the top gets to join this person and this person, right? The two sides. This person is a CEO of their own business. They recruited these two people. This person, it's also a CEO because they're going to recruit people, and it keeps going forever. So the whole point is that at least in network marketing, you get to be your own boss, you get to be your CEO. And what this means is that how much money you make depends solely on you. It's not like you come to me, I hire you, and I tell you I pay you $15 an hour, and that's it. Until the minimum wage goes up, or into company reviews come up, or into 6 months from now, whatever, I can't give you a raise. And what's your raise going to be? Is it going to be 50 cents? Is it going to be $1? Is it really worth it? Right? Prices continue to go up. Inflation continues to grow up. Like, the money that you make as things get more expensive doesn't last the same. The dollar continuously loses purchasing power. Okay, look that up. Purchasing power in the dollar. So what this means is that in reality is like, is this a pyramid scheme? Well, your job is a pyramid scheme. But this network marketing pyramid gives you the ability for you to be able to be your own boss, your own CEO, and ultimately the money that you make is up to you. So this is where limited beliefs about yourself come in as a problem, and also limited beliefs about network marketing and what it really is come about. Another one is I don't sell. But let me tell you guys this. All that business is conversations, and all that business is teaching someone who doesn't know about your product, teaching them about your product and how it can benefit them. For example, I have a product, I have a service, right? I can help you fix your credit, and your credit, it's going to help you buy a house, buy a car, move, and so on and so forth. So my service helps you open the doors for different things that you want in your life. That's how I can help you. If you join my business, you can earn those services for free, and also you can help others fix their credit as well. And you can also help others start a business with us. We create wealth while helping people. That's how simple the system is. So, you know, I don't need to focus on selling as much as that I need to focus on educating people on how this can help them, and also focus on helping people, right? Whether it is helping them fix their credit so they can achieve the goals that they want to achieve, or helping them start a business with me and do what I do and help others, right? So it's all a limited beliefs about network marketing. It's all limited beliefs about yourself, right? And this one brings me to another one. I don't sell and I hate people. It's almost like they go hand in hand. I don't want to deal with people. I hate people. I hate talking with people. But let me tell you guys this again. Business is conversations, and conversations happen with people. If you want to be rich, you want to be successful, if you want to be happy, you're going to need to deal with people. Relationships and people is what the world's about. So you can't just be selfish. You can't just be self-centered. So right there, you have a limited belief about yourself. You just need to find out your passion. You need to find out who you are. You need to get out of that shell. You need to stop being afraid. You need to go back and think, what affected me so much that made me hate people? And how can I change this? Because that's not a good thing. So that's another way to look at it. I'm busy. I'm pretty sure that I cover that. I have no money. So just the fact that you have no money to invest in yourself to start a business tells me that you need to start a business, and you need to get it together. You need to manage your finances. You need to save. You need to find a way for you to start your business, because if you have no money to invest $20, $30, $40, $100, $300 to start your business, right? A one-time payment, like it is in most companies, to start your business, you can't even afford that. You can't even save that, manage, put it aside. You rather spend your money somewhere else and do something else. Then you're always going to be the same. If you don't create change in your life, if you don't act upon these opportunities, you're always going to be stuck behind. You want to be able to move forward and move on. And how can you do that if you don't give yourself a chance? If you want to give yourself a real chance, you're going to have to invest. And you need to invest what it takes to start the business, right? So without getting to any specifics about, you know, in my other video, I give you guys a lot of things about what to look for when you're joining a business. So let's just say that this is the perfect business, but you don't want to pay the $10, the 15, 20, 50, 100, whatever it is. You have to have a vision. You have to see yourself doing this. This business has to make sense to you when you're joining. And when you're ready to join, you're like, okay, I'm not gonna pay one of my streaming services this month, and I'm not gonna buy food. I'm not gonna buy food out for lunch. I'm gonna start cooking some food, because I do market and I don't even prep my meals. So I'm gonna focus on prepping my meals and saving on lunch, right? I'm gonna take the bus instead of taking the Uber, right? Or I'm gonna carpool instead of driving to save gas, right? I'm gonna ride my bike since it's not so far from my house instead of driving to save gas. What are you willing to do? How hungry are you? Like, what are you willing to do to put that I don't have money excuse aside, right? Usually for businesses, a one-time payment for you to be working your business, and people don't have that money to invest, or they don't have the skills to manage their money and invest. Think of it as an investment that you're making in yourself, not in me, not in someone else, right? So the whole I have no money, it's a limited belief about yourself that you need to work on. Is it a scam? Network marketing is a profession. Just so you know, it's a profession. People do this professionally. There's systems. There's way to do it. There's ways how to do it. There's trainings. There's tons and tons and tons of company. Some very, very successful. And there's tons and tons and tons of successful people that do this. Network marketing is like part of life. So it is not a scam. What will my spouse say? Well, like, your spouse has to be understanding with you. If you truly believe in something, you should talk about it, and then you should bring your spouse to talk to the person offering you the business, because you're not going to be able to explain it the same way. If you want to share with your spouse what you got offered, let's say I talked to you and I offered you something, I had you watch a video and you're like, whoa, this is cool, but I don't know what my spouse will say. Well, why didn't you connect us? Why don't you share this video with your spouse and then you guys come and talk to me? That's just an example. It's like we can't have all these things be our excuses. Oh, what will my family say? What will my parents say? They're gonna make fun of me. They're gonna think I'm. They're gonna tell me to get a real job. Well, they told a lot of people to go get a real job, and now these people that didn't get a real job, they're rich, and they bought you your house. They bought you your car. They bought you presents. They gave you money. They got you out of debt. They helped you out. Now you joined their business, right? So, you know what I mean? We have to be able to support our family and people and friends who are doing their best to get ahead in life and build their business, right? So, you know, the important thing is to be able to make those decisions mutually in a relationship, right? And you should be able to talk it out and figure it out. But you're gonna need to, like, you know, you're gonna need to get together and talk about it together and give it a real chance, right? Don't decide for your spouse. Connect us so that way we can decide together. No, I have no educational background. That's another excuse. Well, I don't know about this. I have no educational background. You know what? I graduated from high school. That's it. Whatever classes I took in community college were personal interest classes. A little psychology, some music, those things that I wanted to learn about. They were not like, I didn't get far in my education, and I'm doing network marketing, right? I didn't get far in my education, and I've been running a business for a couple of years now, right? Outside of network marketing, it's all up to you and how you're gonna learn the skills and how you're gonna act and how you're gonna grow and what are you gonna do to succeed. What are you willing to do? How hungry are you? That's super important. Don't let your background and your prior education or lack of education get in the way of you succeeding. You don't need a background. You don't need to be a professional. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to be educated necessarily for you to start network marketing. Network marketing gives you the opportunity as long as you're willing, as long as you're hungry, and as long as you're coachable, right? So the fact that you have no educational background, that's a limited belief on yourself and a limited belief on network marketing, meaning that hits both. Network marketing doesn't require a background. And also, you don't have to look at yourself down anymore. Don't be ashamed of having a bad background, a bad history, a bad past, or no education. Who cares? The important thing is now, what are you going to do now to succeed? Okay? Does it work? Well, you can ask whoever's inviting you to the business to share with you testimonials. If you're concerned about the product, to share with you testimonials, right? And if you're concerned about the business and the money that people make, to share a little bit about the success story so that now you can see for yourself. Like I told you guys, the leaders in my company, we had three leaders from my company at GoPro. GoPro is the biggest network marketing event in the world. So in this huge marketing event at GoPro, three of my leaders were there. Alfred Nixon, we have Ashton M. Henry. These are people that are making millions of dollars a year, millions of dollars a month. So if you want to ask, if you're asking, does it work? Does network marketing work? Yes, it does. Jesse Lee, Fraser Brooks, Eric Worre, and there's so many more. So many more people in that business, in that network marketing, in the personal development industry that are making tons of money, have made tons of money. So yes, it works. So show people that this works. Okay. Um, and if you say, well, only the top people make money, but don't forget, the top people were once at the bottom. They joined with someone else, right? And sometimes these people that join, they surpass their leaders. They surpass the people that brought them on the business. Maybe they have more commitment. They were hungrier. They were more willing. They were coachable. They were relentless. I don't know. But these are great examples. So the people on the top make the money because they got there from the bottom. That's how network marketing works. I told you guys, you're your own CEO. The money you make is up to you, right? But at your job, the people at the top make all the money. That is true. That is true. Well, you do a lot of the work and you get paid the less. Another one is saturated. You know how many billions of people there is in the world? Tons of billions of people. The same way I tell you guys, if you guys are running a business and people say no, Don't worry about it. Something that no turns to a yes in the future, move on. Don't get hurt by it. Don't get emotional by it. It is what it is. Get rid of all the no's. There's going to be people that really need you and want you. Those are the people that are going to be the best, right? So that's what you're working for, to help the people that want to be helped, right? So if you feel like your business is saturated because it's just too much, no, there's billions of people in the world. There's millions of people for you to talk to in the United States, okay? Another one is I need security. Well, you need security. What protected you against losing your job during COVID? Maybe your job wasn't one that shut down, but there's tons of jobs that shut down. I myself was first furloughed, and then I was terminated. And then obviously when we reopened, I was rehired. But you see that? That was nerve-wracking for everybody. The people that didn't think they were going to lose their jobs, they lost their jobs. So what did we do in that time? Hey, I worked a business. I worked a network marketing business during my unemployment days, during my time without work, right? So I invested in myself. I learned something new. I continued to grow. I invested in growing myself. What if there's a bad economy going on? Well, if there's a bad economy, for example, during COVID, network marketing business were able to thrive because people still had money. They still had money. They were collecting unemployment. Some people were employed and never lost their jobs. So all these people are like, they feel this anxiety of what's going on in the world. So guess what? They want to distract themselves. They want to treat themselves. They want to work on those projects that they haven't been able to work on. So guess what? Network marketing continue to thrive. So during a bad economy, that shows you that if people lose their job during a bad economy, then it's time for you to build a business as a plan B. If you have a good economy, well, take advantage of the good economy that people are spending. There's a lot of money flow for you to build your business. You don't want to lose your benefits at work. Think about your benefits. There's a lot of businesses, network marketing businesses, that offer benefits, that offers insurance and life insurance and all different types of things if you get to that rank. Sometimes those benefits are not even worth it. The benefits you get are not going to be worth it what you're able to achieve a couple of years from now if you work your network marketing business seriously. If in 5 years you can be a millionaire, then why do you need the benefits from work for? In order for you to get them when you're really old and you can't really enjoy them, right? Why do you have to pay? We already talked about. So again, I'm going to end the video here. There's 2 reasons why people have all these excuses, and there's reasons why people don't want to join your network marketing business. 1, they have limited beliefs about themselves. There's a blockage. They need to do some growing. That there's a lack of faith that they have in themselves. And another one is they have limited beliefs, a lack of faith, or a blockage in network marketing. They don't know what network marketing is. They've only heard things. They think they know what it is, but they're not sure. So don't forget, guys, our job is to educate and teach people about this profession and let them know how wonderful it is. Because maybe you and I have woken up to it. Maybe you and I know how great it is and how much growth and benefit there is in this. But a lot of people don't know. So don't give up on your mission. Always think about the people. Always think of how many people you can help if you have a conversation with them. I hope you guys liked today's video. Again, catch up with all my videos on my YouTube channel, Raul Mayer and Win with the Coach. I'm sorry. Visit my website, winwiththecoach.com, in order for you to find out more about me. I'll put the link in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for liking and loving my videos and my posts. Thank you for sharing. That always helps me for me to continue growing and continue to bring you great content for you guys. And if you have any questions about what I do or any interest or want to know more things in detail about this video or any other video, please reach out to me. Go ahead and hit up my messenger. Sorry I went on a little later this time, but I was setting up my new iPhone and it was a little bit of a nightmare in some areas. I was having a hard time verifying this and my contacts and uploading all my apps and figuring everything out. So I had a couple of hours spending doing that. Tedious work. But anyways, it was a pleasure to be with you guys on this Monday, and I will be seeing you guys tomorrow. Bye.